Although the DC Universe is currently going through a major overhaul, Warner Bros. Will still capitalize on the success of their recent film, The Batman. A spin-off series on one of the Caped Crusader's enemies is currently in the middle of production. Fans have long awaited news on the Robert Pattinson film and extensions of it. We finally have details to share about the Batman spin-off series, The Penguin. Please note that this will contain spoilers. As many DC fans probably know, The Batman blew all expectations out of the water. In its third weekend, it made a combined $672 million internationally, surpassing the epic 2016 ensemble Justice League movie, which made $657.9 million. The film featured Robert Pattinson as a young, broody version of the hero, alongside Paul Dano as the Riddler, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, and Colin Farrell as the Penguin. The gritty take on the characters and Gotham amazed critics and audiences. The atmosphere, cinematography, and action contributed to the film's success. One of the standouts of the film was Colin Farrell's Penguin. To portray the famous Batman villain, also known as Oswald Oz Cobblepot, the actor had to sit through 3 hours of makeup each shoot day. Initially, Reeves reached out to Colin about the project because of his acting capabilities. He noticed the actor had put on some extra weight for a different role. He saw the Penguin in Colin, with a few tweaks to capture the robustness of old gangsters. Mike Marino took Reeves' vision and created the prosthetics and completely changed the actor's look. He made a sculpture of the look, which Reeves was originally skeptical of. That sculpture was then used to make prosthetic makeup. Farrell was still able to act underneath it all, conveying the grit and sleaziness of the criminal nightclub owner. Farrell had a blast with the makeup and the character. He expressed admiration and gratitude towards the makeup artist responsible for his look. He thought their work deserved more screen time, noting, "Because there was all this extraordinary work done by Mike Marino and Mike Fontaine and his team, and I thought that was just the tip of the iceberg." He ended that comment by adding that he wanted to do so much more with the character. In the scenes he had throughout the film, Penguin stole the show and still had room for more development. Farrell will get that chance to do more with the character. He'll have an entire series to give Oz more depth and moments. The actor also expressed excitement about the project, especially if it meant getting under the makeup and exploring the character again. He said, "Any thought I had about an extended series was to do with Mike Marino's work. I just knew there was so much to do with it. Age it up, age it down." Colin clearly saw the potential in the character that Marino created through prosthetics. Fans got their first look at Farrell and the makeup again when the series teaser trailer dropped. HBO Max released the official teaser, giving glimpses of what's to come in the Matt Reeves saga. One of the first things we see is Colin back in makeup to portray Oz again. In the opening scene, the Penguin ponders what kind of life he wants to lead, ultimately concluding that people like him must take whatever they feel belongs to them. Michael Kelly also appears in the trailer, with the Penguin referring to his character as Falcone's right-hand man. If you'll recall the end of the film, Carmine Falcone was shot and killed by the Riddler, leaving space in Gotham for a new criminal force to rise. The trailer also shows Penguin butting heads with other criminals, all to secure power in the wake of Falcone's death. Another scene in particular has interested fans. It shows Penguin with Kristen Miliotti's Sophia Falcone, the daughter of the deceased criminal. The two appear to be toasting in the trailer, seemingly forming an alliance. It leaves fans with interesting questions and a taste for what's to come in the new crime thriller. Based on the teaser trailer and information that's come out about the series, it will follow the events of The Batman, with Penguin trying to capitalize on Falcone's death. As it's understood, the series will pick up immediately after the film's ending. As the teaser implied, Oz will have to contend with other notable criminals to secure the power he seeks. The film will also set up storylines that will be followed in The Batman 2. That's right, the iconic film will get a sequel, and this spin-off series will tie into it, acting as connective tissue between both movies. In addition to Farrell, Michael Kelly, and Kristen Milioti, the series will also include Renzi Feliz, Shora Aghdashloo, Deidre O'Connell, and Clancy Brown in various roles. That leaves one crucial question about the series. Will Robert Pattinson return for the spin-off show? The answer isn't so certain. but it is likely that he will appear in some capacity. In order for this to truly be a Batman spin-off, Batman's presence should be felt. He should at least be referenced by the criminal underworld, as they will be the focus of the show. With that shift in focus, limiting any appearances of Batman makes sense. It would be logical for Pattinson to return as Bruce Wayne, the other half of his hero's identity. After the events of the Batman, the caped hero might want to remain hidden for some time, surveilling Gotham to protect it from any major threats. Having Bruce Wayne appear would also make it easier for Pattinson to come onto the project, even if it's only for an episode. It would mean that he doesn't have to prepare for any big fight scenes, stunts, or don the full costume again. That being said, it still remains unknown. The extent of his presence could just be mentions of his crime fighting. With other spin-off shows canceled or still potentially in development, the Penguin series could set up other big appearances in the universe. The series has potential to have Jeffrey Wright's Jim Gordon make an appearance. This has even higher chances of happening since the Gotham City Police Department spin-off was canceled. The two characters have a connection in the comics where they trade favors and information. This series would be a good way to establish that. Matt Reeves has also expressed wanting to bring Mr. Freeze into his Batman universe. While he likely won't appear, the Penguin could set up his entrance into the criminal underworld. Setting up other villains always remains a possibility. Let us know who you'd like to see take on Batman in the second movie. With everything going on at Warner Bros. Discovery, how does this series fit in with the rest of the DCU? The answer is, it doesn't. James Gunn has said that the Batman will remain separate from the upcoming DC universe. Because of that, this series, as an extension of the Batman, will also remain separate. These projects will remain isolated in their own alternate universe. The Batman and its extensions can also be viewed as Elseworld stories within the greater DC cinematic universe. That means they will also be separate from the previous films of the DCEU. The Penguin and other Reeves projects will also be separate from the Joker film and its upcoming sequel. While the isolation from the rest of the universe may seem like an issue, the existence of separate universes opens the door for more storytelling. Filmmakers won't have to worry about connecting their work with others, allowing them to focus solely on the stories in their films. With his own universe to work with, Matt Reeves may be able to continue making magic with Robert Pattinson and Colin Farrell. It's clear that there's a lot of enthusiasm for this series, from the cast, crew, and fans. Colin Farrell is especially excited because he gets to uncover more depth in the Penguin, especially with him being the focus of the series. Fans are looking forward to experiencing more of Matt Reeves' vision and exploring Gotham's seedy underbelly. Until then, this has been everything we know about the Penguin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.